Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today we are going to be using Page Evans for this layout. Now originally when I started this layout, it was actually, well, it was load for day 6. Yes, load day 6. But I was also doing it for mine and Leslie's Thrifty Thursday. And we were going to do paper clips, enamel shapes, and flags. But later, after I'd already done this layout, Leslie and I had talked about it, and we decided we were going to take the rest of May off from Thrifty Thursday. She has a lot of stuff going on with, herself, and then I have load going on over here, so it's kind of hard to keep up. I mean, Thrifty Thursday layout would be my load layout, but I have to kind of use the products that we decided on, right? So it would make it a little more difficult and a little more time consuming. And the point is to get a layout done a day. So I want to be pretty quick about it. You can see right here, I'm using this sketch. It's up in the top right hand corner. I think that says Brenda Ragland on it. I got it off of Pinterest. So I took a screenshot and then shortened it down. You can screenshot that and zoom in on her name. I think it's Brenda Ragland, could be Barbara. I can't really see it very well from here. I kind of keep the shape pretty much except for those lines at the top. I don't do those or those arrows. Right here, what I did was I took these pattern paper because they're all patterned, and I'm going to go ahead and put a very thin border of this navy blue just so they kind of have a little bit of separation. They were blending in a little bit too much, and then I had them on that white background as well. So I'm just going to kind of separate them. I did use that purple paper to cut in a banner. Now I'm not going to back that one on the navy blue, just those 3 pieces that are kind of joining together to make the foundation of the layout. So with this layout, there is going to be quite a bit of pushing around of embellishments. It takes me forever to figure out what I am going to do. And if you're new here, welcome. But I'm going to forewarn you, oftentimes my camera will cut out, and it did that on this one as well. You will miss a little bit of the embellishment part. Not much, but a little bit of the embellishment part. What happens is usually I'm wearing headphones watching something on my tablet, and I don't hear my camera when it shuts off. The few times I don't have my headphones on and I can hear it, it's like, oh, wow. But usually I have headphones on and I don't hear it when it shuts off. I did try several different papers to do the border on here, and I went ahead and settled for this pinky purple color. That's the same paper that I used for the banner. These papers are out of the paper pad. You can tell because like on the flowered paper there is some foiling. That flowered paper in the 12 by 12 loose sheet, there is no foiling on it, but in the paper pad there is. I did get one of the 12 by 12 loose papers as well, but the paper pad does have 2 of those. It has 2 of all the papers in it. Not all the papers, but on the 3 papers you see on this page, there are 2 in there. So like I said, this was originally for Thrifty Thursday, so I'm going through some enamel shapes right here. The ones I'm going to end up settling for are the photo corners, and now looking back, I'm thinking those photo corners, they would have made those arrow points up at the top look pretty cool, but I did not end up going in that direction. I actually am going to use them as corners. Not on the photo, but I'm going to use them as corners. Also, we had paper clips, so I did pull out these Page Evans paper clips, and the other thing was flags, and I thought that paper clip right there looked like a flag. I'm not really sure what flags look like. Sometimes these banner pieces, like that pink piece, I call it a banner, but a lot of people will call it a flag, so I'm not really sure. That paper clip with the love on it to me definitely looks like a flag, so that's what we're calling the flag on this one. But it's not really going to be a Thrifty Thursday layout now. Originally it was going to be, and that's what I would have called the flag. If anybody else is doing load, let me know how it's going. This is layout number 6, but when I'm doing this voiceover, it's actually May 11th, so it's day 11. So far, so good. I've gotten all of them complete, so that's pretty cool. It is still early on, though. My husband and I did travel this weekend, It's Saturday night now. We weren't supposed to come back until Sunday, but he wasn't feeling well, so we cut it short and came back a day early. But this morning I was able to get up and complete a layout in the hotel room before we headed back home. Right here I did matte my photo with just some white, and I'm going to matte it again on this coral piece right here. Right like that. Now, maybe I should have matted it with the navy again because to tie in those other pattern papers, but I didn't. I just left it plain like that. What I have been doing with Load here lately, here the past, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days, I've started the layout in the morning and it'll get mostly done, and then when I come home from work I will embellish it. Now at first I was starting it in the morning, taking it with me to work, and then working on it at work. I've done that a couple more times since then if I had something I needed to do that evening and I knew I wasn't going to be able to get in my room. But I feel like working on it in the morning, because I give myself about 45 minutes to work on it in the morning, and then if I could just put 30 more minutes into it in the evening, it seems to be working out that way quite well. That is a lot of time to be investing daily into a scrapbook page. I've got to scrapbook faster. I'm trying to go more simple, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. You can see right here I pulled out these banners. Are they banners or flags? I don't know, from that chipboard sheet, and I put them up at the top. Those are going to end up going away. Now, like I said, I do push embellishments around this page quite a bit. Here I had taken out a yellow frame and cut it in half. I'm going to put one up at the top right and that one over there at the side left. Now, you can see how those paper clips are sitting on there. I want to find something to fill that up. We're going to come back to that and start filling it up here in a little bit. I am going to play with a few other bits thinking I can fill it up with that, like that word. No. This is something about darling. No. I do end up pulling out some cloud stickers and kind of tucking them behind the paper clip right here. That's not super cute. I end up taking one of them away, but one of them I am going to leave on there. You can't really see it in the end. You can see it a little bit, but I will end up filling up that space. That's where you the video is going to end up cutting out. I will pull out a flower punch and just punch some of the pattern papers and stick them behind the paper clips, just so I get a little that filled up just a little bit with some layering. And do you see that I only have one more word left on that sticker sheet? I am going to use hello on here, and there was a sticker that said sunshine, so my title was going to be hello sunshine. That is going to be my title. Now I only have one more word on that sticker sheet. That was one of the things I said, surely with Load, if I'm doing a layout a day, surely I could use up the rest of those words, right? The one that's left is a document or documented, and that probably is going to be the hardest one to use, but I'm going to get it done. I will put that love paperclip back onto the photo and put a word underneath it. Here again, I'm still trying to fill up that space a little bit. It's going to take me a while to figure out that maybe I'll just put some pattern paper back there and I use a punch. This is what gave me the idea of doing that, is I found these two chipboard flowers. I thought I would use the pink one and the yellow one, but because I moved those photo corners from the corners of the layout and I moved them down onto the pattern paper, there wasn't really enough room there. They were trying to layer over each other, and that being enamel and chipboard, they weren't wanting to layer because they're both firm, right? So they're not bendy. It just wasn't working out. So I will end up taking those flowers off, but that is what gave me the idea to pull out my flower punch. You can take a look at the photos in the end, and that's where you'll see where I tucked in those flowers around the page. You can hear my voice. I'm still fighting that cold, so I'm sorry. I am on week 3 of fighting the cold. The cough is almost gone, but I still got a sniffle, and you can hear it. I'm trying not to sniffle, but I know I have been, and I'm sorry if I grossed anybody out. I really apologize for that. Here's where I go ahead and try and put some words down. Or actually, not try. I did. First, I had happy, and then I had the favorite. I was going to stack those on top of each other. I end up just leaving favorite, but I'm going to tuck the happy up there underneath this paper clip up at the top. So I will have 2 words on this page. Here I'm going to go ahead and take out the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Gold and splatter that around the page. And between this transition right here is where my camera cut off. And you can like see right there, there's a flower down there. There's a flower underneath both of the paper clips, or some in some cases. I think that one has 2 flowers. All right, guys, after I do that, I'm not going to do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.